We're not out of the woods, but it did work. So, I actually thought that out before the game started. I was thinking, because we called that they weren't going to switch in game one, it means that they could have done that game one in their head, right? So then they're like, okay, next game, like, I'm going to, but, so, yeah. Alrighty, y'all. So here is the team that we used to play in this week's tournament, hosted by our good friend XCZachX20. We actually ended up facing Zach in top 4, which is what we're going to see in today's matches. So hope you guys enjoy watching that, and definitely, check out Zach's channel too, because Zach, like myself, is always doing, very cool stuff, and is somebody who you might not notice is out there as a content creator if you don't stumble upon them. So definitely check out Zach's channel. He is doing great things, and worth supporting, just like me. So, I'll have his channel linked below. And let's just talk about the team for a sec before we get into those matches. So, I've just felt like the one change I made from the team to the pace is that, like, because nothing else on the team has Life Orb anymore, there's really no reason to use Banded Dragapult over Life Orb Dragapult, except for the fact that, like, if you really think you're going to need the damage, I don't really think that you, in most cases, actually need the damage. If anything, not taking the 10% health from the Life Orb is a reason why you might not use Life Orb. But, in general, like, I think there was maybe one instance in all of the matches I played in the tournament where it was like, okay, so Banded U-Turn actually does just a little bit over 50% to Tyranitar. So because of that, you can safely take out a Tyranitar that doesn't Terra with Banded Dragapult by clicking U-Turn, taking everything else out, and then if you really can't take out Tyranitar, but they already wasted their Terra, you just bring out Dragapult again, click U-Turn again, and then that's Tyranitar, right? I don't think this team really has that big of a problem with Tyranitar, so, like, it was nice to see that we got that that 2-hit KO with the ban, but, like, in general, I think the Life Orb is actually nice, and there was also an instance where getting knocked out by my Life Orb would have allowed me a free pivot that would have been beneficial in a game that was a very close game, but just a game that I lost. So, some things to say about it for sure. I really think there's here or there to both, but, like, the Life Orb actually can be useful when you take enough damage but not enough damage that you can Life Orb kill yourself to get a switch in, which is, like, a weird thing to expect, but sometimes it helps, right? So the rest of the team is pretty similar to what it looked like last time we used the team. We changed Exeggutor to Citrus Berry from Life Orb because it really does help the longevity of Exeggutor, and it hits hard enough already. That's what I've learned, basically. Hits hard enough, likes longevity. So the Harvest Citrus Berry is great. The Flame Orb Hariyama, I think it really does help the amount of pressure that it can put on, but, like, it's the one instance it's not good in is versus Weezing. That's literally the only thing to say about it. And we actually have changed that problem by giving it the Ground Terra Headlong Rush, because, like, I will literally just Headlong Rush your Weezing. Don't make me, But we also have King Gambit, which, is really good versus the Galar Weezing that has picked up recently. So, we have Iron Head, we have Headlong Rush, and we just really didn't get as much use out of, like, the amount of Fire Terras that we have as we may have wanted to. So I think there's actually instances where going for, like, Water Terra Exeggutor would have actually felt a little better. It just wouldn't have provided us that stab flamethrower. And I think the real thing you need to ask yourself in that instance is, can a non-stab flamethrower in the sun kill Goldengo? And if it can, that's pretty much all you really need. But I think we were able to see that not in Sun, Terra boosted Flamethrower killed Goldengo, and that was really nice. So again, like the Fire Terrors are all useful. It's just that like facing Prim becomes more difficult. But you know, you do have very standard leads, you know, that are useful on this team. You have Hariyama Exeggutor is one of my favorite leads. Dragapult P2, Hariyama P2, you know, Dragapult Exeggutor. There's a lot of different things you can do, right? Sometimes I even have led like King Gambit Dragapult, King Gambit Hariyama, you know, King Gambit plus one of the TR setters. I rarely lead Torkoal. But if I do, at least it's my one Pokemon that can protect, and I can click Protect Trick Room with Exeggutor lead, and then I have that Harvest active right away. So the Terra is definitely nice. If someone calls it, that's not good, but it's a fun team. I hope you guys, you know, try it or consider trying it, and I hope you enjoy watching. So let's turn it over to the matches. All right. Let's do this. So we're in top 4. We are facing our good friend XCZackX20. And like I was saying, I actually think my team likes Trick Room a little more than his. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. I'm not 100% sure how to, navigate it. I kind of want to start Young Prim in the Scrim. You guys know who Young Prim is in the Scrim. Like, yeah, I really think his team has a good matchup into mine. If we lead Sumo Hands, I think that kind of gives us something to work with, actually. And then we go... King Gambit's almost a must here, honestly. And then... This is hard because, like, the bulk afforded by P2 is kind of second to none, right? But I really like blowing things up. So we do see Sneasler, Delphox. It's a really good play. Okay. So he does have Fairy Terror, which makes this difficult. I still think this is the right thing to do. Alright. We got that. Put him in the scrim. And the Moonga stick. This is a little scary for sure. Yeah. Ooh, but he spores the Torkoal. That might win me the game. Okay. Crazy. All right. Yep. At least we got to show off what the team does, even if we lose to Zach. He's just a long neck boy. He's just a long neck boy. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the crit didn't matter, but it's insult to injury. Okay. Little Pepper Shrepper and Zlapper in my game. So they did get to see my full team, which was not necessarily good for me. I think I have a pretty good play next time that I want to go for. So that's kind of my plan. Thing. I think I like the prospects. I do. Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do here because I think I have a pretty good play. Bring in Indeedee, please. Yes! We're not out of the woods, but it did work. But we technically wasted our Terra, right? We didn't waste our Terra because we did cover for all bases, so... So, I actually thought that out before the game started. I was thinking, because we called that they weren't going to switch in Indeedee to game one, it means that they could have done that game one in their head, right? So then they're like, okay, next game, like, I'm going to, you know, but... So, yeah. I think that went pretty well. Let's just click wide guard again. Let's... I should have... okay. Here we go. This is gonna hurt. Yeah. Bring the screens. It's the right play. I'm just making a lot of reads here. Oh, that's bad. Okay, so we got the call right. That's a lot, though. They crit me. Alright, so that probably loses us the game. Yep, you gotta do it. So, the thing is, I think we actually could have lived their Hyper Voice if the last one took us down low enough for a double citrus proc. I don't know if it was going to, but it kind of looked like we had a good chance of it, so I'm just going to kind of have to, unfortunately, go for the... I wonder if I could have called that and then switched in King Gambit and won in some way or another, but I probably could. I don't think there was a good chance that I was going to live it, is the problem. So who could we have had in the back that would be better than P2 or Dragonfort? Okay. That makes this a little rough. For sure. GG. Okay, I really think that he has a pretty good chance of winning this. Like, There's not much that I can do here. I think this is what we need to do. Did we start Delphox and does make this a little rough. Make the right play. Okay, so they double make the right play, which is pretty bad. Yeah, that's just GG's. That sucks. Very uneventful ending, honestly. I really would have liked to give it more, so kind of hurts. Like, really does. Let's see. So if he protects, this puts me in a good position, basically. Alright, so at least we made one good play in this game. Kinda hurts to know that I could have actually just got a double KO there. Or I mean, I could have got a single KO. That single KO could have actually won us the game. That sucks. See what they bring out. Sneasler. Yep. I mean, I just basically threw from turn 1, unfortunately, so... So the question is, what would have been the right thing to do? Basically... Because I think that, like, I made like multiple bad plays, right? Like, it was obvious that they weren't going to go for expanding force in game 3, so I should have faked out. And that kind of like started off the ball rolling on not winning. I should have faked out the Prim, gone for Trick Room, brought out P2, and then you basically just try to pressure the Prim slot with Thunderbolt and, you know, Giga Drain. Or Ice Beam and Giga Drain, but it's obviously, you know... It's basically just like you're trying to get them to Terra something.